just do a little life update, check-in video. I used to do a lot of these on TikTok, but haven't done one in a while, so let's do one on YouTube. For the last year and a half, I've been living in New York City. It was always a dream to move to New York, but I lived in California for a decade, and I originally moved to California for college, and I was very keen on leaving the East Coast. I hated winters. I hated snow. So I was a little nervous moving back to the East Coast. I really thought 2 years in New York, I just got to do it. Everyone says New York's the best city to live in. What shocked me the most is I love it here, even the winters. I think after a decade in California, I think I forgot all of those bad memories of having to shovel out a car before driving to high school. And I live in New York. I never need to shovel. That's what surprised me most about my time here. I could really see myself in New York for 10 years, longer, depending on how life unfolds. The other update is career-wise, I got back into tech. So for anyone who's unfamiliar, I went to college for computer science. I went to UC Berkeley. So following that, I moved across the bay to San Francisco, and I worked at Square for 6 years as a software engineer. When I was 21, first starting that job, I made a plan, a promise to myself that at 27, I would quit working in tech to take a chance on myself creatively. So during those 6 years, I saved up $80,000 to take what I was calling a creative gap year. So I did that. At 27, I quit. And at that time, I was living in LA. This is now post-COVID pandemic. And that 1 year turned into 3 years. I'll make a whole separate video on my creative gap year turned full-on creative career. But after 3 years, I was really ready for more stability. I was ready to be in one place. I was ready to have a paycheck and not be freelance. So I started slowly transitioning back into tech. And in December of 2024, I got a job that was based in New York. So I moved in early January of 2025. So now I've been at that job for the last year and a half. And it's funny, it's a different company than Square, but I'm basically doing the same job. But what's so different is me. I really feel like I transformed during those 3 years away from tech. But the tech industry is also really changing right now with AI. And I'm just so happy with how I timed it because I don't think I could have timed it any better. What it means to be a software engineer is fundamentally changing. And I think that I am uniquely well suited for whatever this next phase is going to be. I think there already is such a blending between, I always did front end and now I'm being tasked with back end, and the lines of just what your roles, responsibilities are not as bucketed like they were before. I think we're going to see a lot of blending of product design, engineering all together. The other really new thing in my life is how much content I'm doing. So most people watching this, maybe you follow me on Instagram or you follow me on TikTok.
Yo, your hair is awesome.
Thank you. Someone just told me my hair is awesome. Slay. And the other new thing is how much content I've been doing, not in the music industry, not for other people, but for myself. I've always posted on TikTok and Instagram, but it's always just kind of been a self-expression thing for fun. And beginning of this year, I was like, what if I took all of those skills I've used to grow festival accounts, to grow artist accounts, and use them for myself? It worked so much better than I expected, and it continues to keep working. It's a little crazy, actually. I started this year with 10,000 Instagram followers, and I'm about to hit 80K. I literally do not understand. Okay, actually I do understand. This was very methodical and very planned. I just thought it would take maybe a little bit longer to work, but this really is 10 years in the making. And TikTok has also been popping off. I had this one video get 66 million views. Excuse me? What I realized at the beginning of this year is that my hair content had always done really, really well. Anytime I had a hair video do really well, though, I kind of just stopped posting on TikTok. And I never posted those videos on Instagram. I was really not embracing it. And I think a reason why I was avoiding going down that path is because while working in music, I didn't feel that I was getting mentally challenged and validated enough. And I was using my social media as a place to talk and to get a level of that validation. I wanted to be known for my ideas and who I was inside. And as soon as I went back to software, I realized I think I'm just meant to be an engineer. My brain just works so well with software engineering. And after a year of doing that, I finally realized I was like, wait, I don't need that validation from TikTok or Instagram or whatever anymore. And now that I wasn't traveling, my hair was so much healthier. I was able to do hairstyles more regularly. And it just kind of all came together. And I was like, maybe I should really embrace this hair thing and double down on that. And that's my niche. And that's what I'm going to go for. Oh my God, was that the right decision? So, yeah, that was like creatively a decision I made. But then in terms of my life, I started this year and I had two main goals that I decided were going to be like the main North Star pillars of my year. And all of the year before, I had kind of been thinking like, oh, like I just got to be more creative. Like, why am I not making more art? And kind of setting like those as the goals. And then it just like never happened. So I was on this like manifestation yoga retreat in January, and I really realized that the goals I wanted to have were so not obvious to me before, but they were one, physical health, physical fitness, specifically putting on more muscle, and the other goal was monetization. And I think that goal is why so much of this content stuff has worked out so well, is because the goal I started out the year with was I want to make $50,000 extra on top of my salary. And it was just kind of like, okay, how do we do that? Like, let's explore all of the different options. And I think that has made me really creative, and I don't have writer's block about the creativity. I'm just like kind of experimenting and I'm trying things. And it's led me to do exceptionally well on Instagram, exceptionally well on TikTok. I've made more money just this year on TikTok views than I've like ever made before. I've expanded to doing YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels. Literally 2 days ago, I got monetized on Facebook, and I've already made $180 in 2 days. I have a few videos going viral on there right now, so who knows if I'm going to be able to keep that up. But the concept that content I've already made, everything I'm posting on Facebook is stuff I've already made that had just been sitting there. And now that I'm monetized, I can post those videos and maybe make an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month. And all because I've just been really curious this year. Anytime I kind of get stuck on one thing or I don't want to film new TikToks, it's like, okay, like what else can we do? So then it's like I can re-edit all this footage for YouTube Shorts or Facebook, or I can write a script for another long form thing. Now the breadth of what I can do is so wide because I niche down to something specific. It really has taken so much of the thoughts process. Like, I don't need to be negotiating with myself every week and questioning and going back to the drawing board on what I'm going to do. I have the mandate like very clearly in front of me that what we're doing is hair content. And I have 4-5 years of archival hair footage that I can use and repurpose. So I don't know. Yeah, it feels like this answer was obvious, but I also feel like when I discovered the answer was exactly the right time. And now it's time for long form YouTube. That is so clearly the next step on this monetization journey. I am so close to getting monetized on YouTube through shorts. I don't know if I'm gonna make it though, and I feel like cosmically, the universe doesn't want me to get monetized through shorts. It wants me to make long form videos, and then monetization is gonna unlock. That is just the feeling that I have. This has been fun. This has not been as scary as I thought it was. I put off making this video for so long. Let me know what more you want to hear from me if you have any video ideas for me to do, because I'm really going to be taking YouTube seriously this year. I am so excited to be on this journey and to bring you with me. Love you. Bye.